In today's video, I'm going to talk about the reason why we don't have to worry too much about immigration suspension and also the U.S. Consulate visa services on suspension. If it's something you want to hear, just stay tuned and I'll be right back.
USA Monde.
Good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA Monde. Welcome back and thanks for watching. If it's your first time on my channel, as always, welcome. Today I have another video for you guys, and like I said in the introduction, today's video will be about the reason why we don't have to worry too much about immigration suspension and also the U.S. Consulate visa services suspension. Okay, some of you guys send me messages regarding the fact that your relative won't be able to come and join you in the United States of America because of the immigration suspension. The fact that you, the beneficiary, you won't be able to go to the immigrant visa interview to get a visa to come and join your relative here in the United States of America. You know, a lot of you guys are frustrating, okay? And I thought about the whole thing, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm making this video, okay? So I have my cheat sheet here. I'm gonna go over some of the stuff I write down so I don't forget what I want to talk about. Okay, one thing we all know right now is that the immigration suspension, according to the proclamation, will end on December 31st, 2020. But we don't know for sure if the U.S. government, Trump administration, will extend on this immigration suspension. It's possible. Okay, it's possible. The U.S. Consulate, we don't know when they're going to resume their visa services yet. We don't have any date. You know, they didn't mention when they're going to resume the visa services. At least if we have a date, we have an idea when that will happen. We don't have any date. You know, some of you guys who keep sending me a message, they want to know when they're going to resume the visa services. I don't know. Like I said in one of my video, last Sunday video, I don't know when. Okay, once I know something, I'll let you guys know. But the thing is, even if the immigration suspension ends and the U.S. Consulate didn't resume the visa services, what's going to happen? You still won't be able to come to the United States of America. You still won't be able to get a visa, immigrant visa, to come to the United States of America. Even a non-immigrant visa to come to the United States of America. There's something you guys have to think about, okay? So the whole thing, people get frustrated. Oh, the immigration suspension is here. My wife, or my spouse, my husband won't be able to come and join me. So if the immigration suspension is over, but the U.S. Consulate didn't resume their visa services, still your spouse won't be able to get a visa to come and join you. Still, your relative won't be able to get a visa to come and join you. You have to think about that, okay? That's one of the reasons why you don't have to worry too much about immigration suspension. The whole thing that is happening is out of your control. You are not controlling anything, okay? The U.S. government is controlling everything. They know when to end the immigration suspension. They will know when to when the embassies will resume their visa services. They didn't they didn't provide a date yet, but they know when they're gonna do that. They know that. And you and I, we are not in control. We are not controlling anything. Okay, we are not controlling anything. So why you have to worry too much about something that you don't control? You're doing that. You're getting frustrated for nothing. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting President Trump. You're not hurting the U.S. government. You're hurting yourself. So that's another reason why you don't have to worry too much about what is going on. One thing you have to keep in mind also is that this is election year here in the United States of America. The President Trump promised American people that he's going to work on the immigration system. So what is going on now, he can use that as a proof that, he'll work on the immigration system, or he suspended the entry of immigrants to the United States of America during the pandemic, so American people can have a job, so those people can don't come to the United States of America and compete with American people. He can use that as a proof, and this is something that is out of your control, okay? The other thing is there is no international flight coming to the United States of America yet, okay? Let's say the immigration suspension it's still in place, okay? The U.S. Consulate resume their visa services and your relative get a visa. How your relative going to come to the United States of America? That's another thing you have to think about, okay? That's another thing you have to think about, because they have to take a flight to come to the States. there's no flight coming to United States of America yet. Okay, so why you have to worry about that? And then another thing is some of the countries are banned by the U.S. government. So even if the immigration suspension is over, U.S. Consulate resume their visa services. Those people won't be able to get a visa to come to United States of America until the ban is lifted. Okay, and we don't know when those bans will lift. They have to do certain things in order for the U.S. government to lift those bans. So if you are a citizen of those countries, for example, Nigeria, okay, how you gonna get a visa to come to United States of America? So why you have to worry about immigration suspension when there is a ban on your country? Why you have to worry about immigration suspension when the U.S. consulate didn't resume their visa services yet? That's another thing you have to think about, okay? Some of you guys are affected by the immigration suspension, and some of you guys are not affected by the immigration suspension. But what is the difference? The U.S. consulate still didn't resume their visa services yet. Even if you are not affected by the immigration suspension, you won't be able to come to the United States of America yet because you won't be able to get a visa to come. So what is the difference? So let's say on the immigration suspension ended December 31st, 2020. And then after that, the U.S. consulate resumed their visa services. So both you who is affected by the immigration suspension or who is not affected by immigration suspension, you will be at the same level, basically, because now you're going to be able to get a visa to come to the United States of America. Okay? If the U.S. consulate resume their visa services before the immigration suspension is over, then some of you guys who are not affected will have some advantage over people who are affected, okay? But like I said, we don't know if the U.S. consulate will resume their visa services before the immigration suspensions end. It can be after. We don't know yet, okay? And then another thing I want to talk about, based on the proclamation, children of a green card holder who are under age of 21 won't be affected by immigration suspension because of the CSPA Act, which is a Child Status Protection Act, okay, for children who are aging out. Now, let's say your child is 9 years old. Your child won't be affected. But at the same time, the child's parent, maybe the child mother or the child father, will be affected by the immigration suspension. How that 9 years old child will travel to the United States of America by himself or herself? The whole thing doesn't make sense. So that's one of the reasons why I'm telling you guys that, since you are not in control of what is going on, one thing you can do here for sure is to keep praying. One thing you can do here for sure is to keep, submitting all the required documents, okay? Whatever document NVC asks you, make sure you have it, you send it to them. Once you do your part, you let them do their part. Once your documents are qualified and your cases is waiting for the visa interview, you just have to wait till the immigration suspension is over, so the U.S. consulate resume their visa services. That's all you can do now, okay? So that's my whole thought about what is going on. If you think about it, you really think about it, there's nothing you have to worry about. There's nothing you have to worry about because the whole thing is out of your control. The whole thing is out of your control. Some of you guys are, like I said, who think you have advantage because you won't be affected. What kind of advantage you will have if the U.S. consulate still didn't resume their visa services after the immigration suspension is over? One last thing before I end this video, some of you guys who are still waiting for visa interview, you just have to keep checking the U.S. embassy's website, the U.S. consulate website, to see if there is any updates, okay? Remember, U.S. consulate is still providing emergency visa services. Don't forget about that. If your relative is in a situation, is in the life and death situation, contact the U.S. consulate, let them know. Even if you don't know if the situation your relative is considered emergency, contact the U.S. Consulate, explain them the situation. If it is an emergency situation, they will tell you exactly what to do. If it's not, then you just have to wait till they resume the visa services. Okay, so guys, basically that's what I have in my mind today. That's what I want to talk about today. Hopefully this makes sense and this will calm some of you guys down. And one thing I'm gonna repeat here is to keep praying. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys love it, learn something from it. If you know somebody who needs to watch this video, please share with that person. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more video like this one, all you gotta do is click on this. Once again, my name is John. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.
USA Monde.